First of all, I would like to greet you all here. It's an honor for Krastsvetmet to be at this conference again this year, and my colleagues and I are happy to see you all here. I'm responsible for reference materials international sales and have pleasure to introduce to your attention a report on reference materials production system in Russia. The main author of the report is my colleague Konstantin Shatnykh, who is the head of industrial appliances and reference materials production. To start with, here is a brief summary of my report. First, I will talk about reference material role in refining industry and describe the main categories of reference materials we produce in Russia. After all, I will list the production stages and certification methods. In more details, I will talk about differences of approval and registration of different types of reference materials we produce, and in conclusion, some words about our international cooperation. To start with, I would like to emphasize that in analytical control, a reference material is a necessary means of metrological support and a guarantee of metrological and analytic analysis. In refining industry, the production of reference materials gains even more significant importance. It is related to its high cost, specific requirements to its certification and approval, and even to handling settlements between customers and suppliers. Nowadays, in the refining industry, there are a lot of new types of raw materials and finished products. All this leads to the increased number of objects being analyzed. Often, it requires new methods of measurements to be implemented using the instrumental methods of analysis. However, the newly developed methods of analysis cannot be less accurate or less quick rather than classical approaches in chemistry. The quality and accuracy of chemical composition analysis of intermediate products supplied for refining and finished products directly depends on sufficient amount of reference materials in your laboratory. In result, a reference material is one of the main conditions of high performance and efficiency of your laboratory. The production of reference materials in each country can be different. For instance, in Russia, there are 4 types of reference materials we produce depending on the level of certification and on the field of implementation. First, it is company-approved reference material, then industry-approved reference material, nationally approved reference material, and internationally approved reference material. First, I would like to list the main stages of reference materials production. First of all, we manufacture material itself and choose the samples for homogeneity analysis. The number of samples we choose for this analysis depends on the shape of reference material and its type. For instance, when we produce company-approved reference materials, we choose about from 20 to 25 samples for this analysis. When we produce nationally approved reference materials, we choose from 20 to 40 samples for homogeneity analysis. After this analysis is completed and it is successful, we go to certification methods. There are 4 types of certification methods used in Russia. We can choose either one of these methods. Let me list it. First method is the method of certified procedure. The next one, a method of certification, is calculation and experimental procedure. The next one, and the most widely used and popular, is round-robin analysis. And the last is the method when we use the reference template. Krastsvetmet prefers to use the method of round-robin analysis. Although it is the most expensive and time-consuming method, but it proved to be the most accurate and reliable. Let me in more details describe the differences of the process of approval and registration of reference materials of different categories. When we produce company-approved reference material, we carry out methodological validation within our company in case it has the accreditation. After the successful results of this metrological validation, a head of a company, its chief executive officer, approves the reference material, and the reference material is included into the company register. Next, when we produce industry-certified reference materials, the samples are sent for metrological validation to the laboratories of another companies within the industry. In comparison with the previously described type of reference materials, the metrological validation cannot be carried out in the company itself. It can be carried out only by a non-affiliated company within the industry. After the successful results of metrological validation, the data and the results are sent to the industry association, where it is approved by the head of this association, and this reference material is included into the industry register. The next type of reference material is nationally certified reference material. In this case, we choose samples and send it for metrological validations to the laboratories of national science and research institutes. In Russia, there are 5 such institutes. They are located in Moscow, St. Petersburg, and Yekaterinburg. After they carry out metrological validation and it is successful, the data and the results are sent to the Federal Agency of Technical Regulation and Metrology. The results are approved by the head of this federal agency, and the reference material is included into the national register. And the last type of reference materials we produce in Russia is internationally certified reference material. In this case, we send not samples, we send only documents for validation and approval to interstate committee. The results, these documents are reviewed by this committee twice a year during its annual meeting, which is held twice a year. They look if our reference material meets the international requirements and approve it if it is satisfactory, and after that we can make a special record in the certificate of quality of our reference material that this reference material is internationally approved. What is important that only nationally approved reference material can be forwarded to be approved like internationally approved reference material. So as you see, the production system of reference material in Russia has many stages. This system prevents the activity of unfair manufacturers on the market and makes the reference materials we produce in Russia of high quality and popular not only in Russia but all over the world. The company involved in the production process of reference materials must have highly equipped laboratory and highly qualified staff. And here I would like to say some words about production of reference materials in Krastsvetmet. First, some general information about Krastsvetmet. We were founded in 1943 and have 74 history on the market. And now we are one of the leading refineries of platinum group metals, gold and silver. Here are our production volumes for 2016. And we have good delivery accreditation of LBMA, LPPM. We are also in a good delivery list of Shanghai Gold Exchange and Dubai Multi-Commodity Center. We are also a patron member of IPMI. And in 2016, in 2016, we launched R&D Park, which creates new products and materials and looks for innovative projects. Krastsvetmet started the production of reference materials in 2005. We produce it not only for our use but also for sale. Since that time, we twice won the LBMA tenders for producing reference materials for gold and silver. And while producing reference materials for LBMA, our reference materials were sent for round-robin analysis to another countries. Here you can see the list of countries we sent our reference materials for round-robin analysis. Which is important. With some of the laboratories we now cooperate directly, and we are also expanding our cooperation, international cooperation in the field, and welcome you for cooperation. This exchange of expertise and knowledge has a positive impact on the production, on our production and its quality, and makes reference material popular not only in Russia but also all around the world. Here you can see the list of countries, the list of directions we supply our reference material to, and we add, every year we add new direction to these lists. So we welcome you for cooperation with us. Thank you very much for your attention, and in case you have any question, you can come up to me during the breaks. Thank you.